Hey everyone, today we're back with another session of Reddit stories and Geometry Dash. It's just so soothing to see the little cube jumping around while listening to other people's daily lives. You never know if the story will be chaotic or maybe peaceful. Who knows? So without further ado, let's get right to the first story, which is titled, I sent flowers to the wrong apartment. She showed up at my door 3 days later and changed everything. So on Valentine's Day, I ordered flowers for this girl I'd been kind of seeing. Nothing super serious, but I thought it'd be a nice gesture, just something small. I was in a rush and typed her address too fast. Didn't even notice I mixed up 2 numbers in her apartment. Hit place order and went on with my day. Got the delivery confirmation a couple hours later, but no text. No thank you, no these are beautiful, nothing, just silence. Next day, still nothing. By day 3, I figured, all right, cool. Guess that's over. Kind of sucked, but whatever. Then someone knocked on my door. This woman's standing there with the flowers in her hands. I didn't recognize her at first. She goes, hey, these showed up at my place. I almost threw them out, but they were too pretty. Figured I'd try to get them to the right person. I was like, oh, wow. Yeah. Those were for someone who didn't really answer. She smiled and said, their loss. And then before leaving, she kind of laughed and said, you've got good taste, though. If you ever need help picking out flowers again, I'm right down the hall. I stood there like an idiot, holding these now very awkward flowers, thinking, did that just happen? Next day, I sent her a new bouquet, just some simple yellow tulips with a note that said, thought you deserved your own. That afternoon, she slid a sticky note under my door. It said, do you send flowers to all your neighbors, or was I just lucky? We ended up grabbing coffee that weekend, talked for like 2.5 hours without even realizing it. Then we did it again and again and again. Now it's almost a year later. We're still together. She still teases me about not knowing how to type an address. I still get her tulips every once in a while, especially when I have no idea what else to do. Funny how one wrong number turned out to be the right one.
Wow, we really don't realize that every little action could completely change your life. Quite shocking when you think about it. Let's check out another story that changed someone's life. It's titled, How a Missed Flight Led Me to the Life I Never Knew I Wanted. Last month, I was supposed to fly out to a work conference. I had everything planned. Early morning flight, tight schedule, the usual stress. But of course, I missed my alarm. I woke up to a sea of missed calls and a rapidly approaching boarding time. Long story short, I didn't make the flight. Devastated, I decided to salvage the day and explore the city instead. I wandered into a small, quirky bookstore I'd never noticed before. Inside, I struck up a conversation with the owner, an elderly woman with a sharp wit and a wealth of stories. She mentioned she was looking for someone to help organize a community event she was planning. Without thinking, I volunteered. That event turned out to be a game changer. I met people who shared my passions, discovered new interests, and found a sense of belonging I hadn't realized I was missing. The connections I made that day have since led to collaborations, new friendships, and a deeper understanding of what truly matters to me. If I hadn't missed that flight, I would have stuck to my usual routine, attending the conference, and returning home without a second thought. But that one unexpected turn led me to a path I never anticipated, and I'm grateful for it every day.
Let's go on to the next story, titled, My Girlfriend's Best Friend Called Me Broke, then asked my girlfriend to pay for her trip. I'm in my second year of college, and I thought I had my life pretty much figured out. I had a girlfriend I loved, a part-time campus job that kept me afloat, and a small but close group of friends. Life wasn't perfect, but it was good. Then her best friend came into our lives. I'm not the type to dislike people without a reason, so when my girlfriend introduced me to her, I genuinely tried to be friendly. But from day one, she had this energy that I don't like. She made these small comments about my clothes, my old phone, and once even joked in front of everyone that my car looked like it was built before Wi-Fi existed. I laughed it off, but it stung. It got worse when money came into the equation.
One night we were all out for coffee and I paid for everyone. It wasn't a big deal to me. I like doing small gestures like that. But after that, her friends seemed to expect it. We'd go out, she'd forget her wallet, or nudge my girlfriend with a smile like it was some inside joke that I'd cover her. The real crack in the wall came when my girlfriend told me she had been saying I was cheap because I didn't want to split the cost of a random weekend trip they planned without me. I couldn't instantly drop $300 for a trip. I was broke. It bothered me because I'd been working hard to be smart with money. My parents didn't have a safety net for me, so every dollar I spent mattered. I wasn't just blowing cash around to look good. I was trying to build a stable life. Here's the twist. That trip they took, my girlfriend ended up paying for her friend the whole time because she didn't have enough saved. The same friend who called me broke. Ironically, a month before, she had been bragging about buying a $200 Zara haul at the mall, and then some expensive makeup at Sephora. Here's the petty part. I decided from that day forward I would never cover anything for her again. No coffee, no snacks, nothing. I got Fizz to track every cent I spent so there'd be no, "Oh, I'll pay you back" nonsense. If she forgot her wallet, I'd politely say, "No worries, you can grab it next time," and order my stuff alone. She hates it. She's not used to me setting boundaries, and now she doesn't get a cent out of me. My girlfriend's noticed too. She said it's weird seeing her friend actually pay for her own things. LOL. Sometimes you don't need to fight someone to protect yourself. You just need to stop giving them access to the parts of you they can take advantage of. Don't forget to comment your thoughts on these stories.